If
you're going to have a Super Bowl party, you should keep it to yourself.
Coming up on Sunday, we are used to having indoor Super Bowl parties. I don't have to tell you about everybody reaching into the same bowl of nachos. How concerned are you, and what's your
making nachos
as they think about getting together for the Super Bowl?
Well, you know, every time we do have something like this, there always is a spike, be it a holiday, Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving. As you mentioned, Super Bowl is a big deal in the United States. Enjoy the game, watch it on television, but do it with the immediate...
I'm going to enjoy the concert. I'm looking forward to the weekend.
As much fun as it is to get together on a big Super Bowl party, now is not the time to do that. Watch the game and enjoy it, but do it with your family or with people that are in your household.
And who do you got, Chiefs or the Bucks?
Oh, dear.
Okay,
well,
never mind.
No, I don't want to go there, Samantha.
Not your game. Okay, no.
He's not the only one that doesn't want to go there. Biden also apparently doesn't want to go there.
Yeah, so we know the president's doing an interview before the Super Bowl on Sunday. I mean, I'm guessing that's going to be an opportunity to reach a huge audience with your recovery plan. Is that going to be what he's going to use it for? And I guess also I'd like to know how will the president be watching the game and who he'll be rooting for?
Who he'll be rooting for? Oh, boy. That's my first way to get hate mail from one part of the country. There's a division among our senior staff, I will admit, on this particular question, but I won't name names. You know, the president will be watching the game in Delaware with his family, of course, his wife, Dr. Biden. In terms of the interview...
Ooh, gotta throw that Dr. Biden in there.
Super Bowl this year. And
make the right-wingers' heads explode.
Of networks doing an interview with the president, so that will certainly be part of what you will see on Sunday. He, of course, will... the anchor who is doing the interview will ask whatever the anchor wants to ask. That's how these things occur. But his objective is certainly to convey to the American people that he knows this time is difficult.
She's wearing red. Does that indicate that
he's incredibly
the
grateful
Biden administration is on the red, on the side of the red team?
Workers to people who are working every day to keep us safe. And hopefully he will have the opportunity to reiterate the measures that we can take. Masking, social distancing, of course, ensuring that people are getting the vaccine when they're eligible to get the vaccine, and update the public on his efforts to do exactly.
Now, now, if you go shopping for your Super Bowl feast, do not.
Tonight, video that looks like it was taken pre-pandemic. The Oaks Farm seed-to-table market in Naples, Florida.
Dude, it's a fucking Florida. Naples, Florida. Every single one of them. No fucking mask. What?
Captures the country's divide, with many customers and employees visibly not wearing masks.
That's an old lady.
Clear messaging that wearing masks can slow the spread of COVID-19.
The CDC makes recommendations based on data that they accumulate because it's a science-based organization.
When we first
because they procreate that much,
we were directed to this sign.
They're constantly fucking.
Mask exemption guidelines. Those in our lovely government have ordered all persons entering indoor facilities to wear a mask. If you have a medical condition that prevents you from wearing a mask, you are exempt. We cannot legally ask you about your medical condition. Therefore, if we see you without a mask, we will assume you have a medical condition. Alfred Oaks is the store's owner, known for his conservative.
Oh yeah, he looks like a Trumper.
Is your position then about medical exemptions, or is it about the fact that you don't think masks work and that the virus is not a real thing?
I know that the masks don't work, and I know that the virus has not killed 400,000 people in this country. That's total hogwash.
Oaks, who organized getting a bus of people to Washington, D.C. on January 6th to support former President
Trump. It's way more than 400,000 now, isn't it?
Attributed to COVID are due to other causes.
I'm not going to do it. I've never worn a mask in my life, and I never will.
Yesterday, more than 3,000 people died from the coronavirus in the United States. Oaks' store, a stark contrast to the hundreds of public stores in Florida equipped with plexiglass checkout counters, social distancing rules, even pharmacies administering vaccines. On social media,
450,000 people.
One person tweeting,
God
"I can't stop watching this.
damn.
My jaw is literally on my desk." Another said, "We should exempt them from the vaccine line then."
Sam, you stumbled upon this scene today while covering it.
Now, I saw a bunch of right-wingers getting all upset about we should exempt them from the vaccine line. Holy shit. I really did. I made a lot of predictions as we went along with this pandemic, and I've been wrong. I have completely misjudged the country's ability to just not give a fuck about mass death. Fuck. Now, back to the football stories. The NFL has written to the Biden administration and is offering all stadiums as vaccine sites, which is super cool. So, obtained by the Associated Press on Friday, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell, I think it's Goodell, said many of the stadiums should be able to get vaccination efforts moving quickly because of previous offers to use stadiums as virus testing centers and election sites. 7 clubs already using their stadiums as vaccine sites are Arizona, Atlanta, Baltimore, Carolina, Houston, Miami, and New England. Goodell said, "We look forward to further discussion with your administration as well as your partners in state and local government." So, the Super Bowl is going to have some fans this year, but only a few K. The Weeknd is going to be singing his vocals live, which is something I'm very much looking forward to. But this is an explanation of what exactly the Super Bowl is going to look like.
But because of COVID, the stadium will be more than half empty. Jamie Yuccas is in Tampa right now to show us how the NFL is getting creative to make the stadium look full, even though it's not. Jamie, good morning to you.
I thought it was way more than half.
Yeah, good morning, Tony. With only 6 days to go between now and game day, organizers are hitting the final stretch. And as you mentioned, we will see only about 20
Florida everywhere
come Sunday, which is nearly a third of its capacity, including roughly 7,500 vaccinated healthcare workers.
They often hold the Super Bowl in Florida, but I think that's just because of the temperature.
So the NFL went looking for a solution.
It's usually like Florida, Arizona.
10 years ago, this print right now would take us
New
about
Orleans.
an hour to print. But with these speeds and these new lights, it takes about 45 seconds.
Jared Smith has been in the printing
They're going to do
business for 20
cutouts
years.
for the crowds.
His Tempe, Arizona company, Blue Media,
Like
and their
MLB was doing that as well, I think.
was tapped by the NFL to help with a Super Bowl-sized problem.
The league had a challenge of, do we fill this?
They go to different cities, but it's always kind of like in the
What is
South.
socially responsible as far as the amount of fans that we can allow?
They'll go to Texas or New Orleans or
The
Florida.
tens of thousands of real fans who will be so.
But it's like every other year they're in fucking Florida.
Stadium will be these plastic recyclable cardboard-like cutouts submitted from football fans around the world. They're all created here in Arizona and all part of the NFL's program called
Submitted from around the world.
For $100 per cutout, fans uploaded their photos online.
Wait, you had to pay $100 to do that? No fucking way.
Producing between 20 and 30,000 cutouts for the Super Bowl by the time it's all said and done. You know, every single one of these, they're actual people, and they're from all over the country, and it's cool to see almost everybody is smiling, just the concept that they're going to get to be in the game.
What a rip.
Just like their living counterparts, the cutouts started showing up in Tampa this past weekend.
Who's this first one?
Look at that.
Oh, Minnesota Viking Matt Burke.
Okay.
Did you know I'm a Viking fan?
I did not know that.
We opened it up to each segment.
Why would he know that?
Director of Execution for Blue Media and is responsible for installation.
We'll have basically a 7-day install.
Karen, not everybody cares about your favorite football team.
Game time's on the 7th, and then we tear it all out on the 8th.
By this morning, Blue Media tells us they will have nearly half of their cutouts already installed, and they're being specially grouped, including sections for military veterans, healthcare workers, and cancer survivors.
One of the cool stories, once we installed those, we saw 30, 35 mile an hour winds, and the fan cutouts were moving a little bit. At first we were concerned, but when you step back, it looked like the fans were cheering, and it was really cool.
No one's liking the fact that we're in the middle of a pandemic.
Right.
Is this a way to make it fun?
How do we come together as a community, both celebrating fans and then honoring heroes? And this is a great way to do it. So we're excited to be a part of it.
We made sure Blue Media put in a special addition to their production order. Look who's going to be at Super Bowl 55 this Sunday.
Oh, I love it.
Yay.
How fucking cheesy.
Never been thinner. Is that a
Goddamn. Well, I've been watching old Super Bowl halftime performances on the YouTube. You still can't beat Prince. Prince is the best of all time. Lady Gaga was awesome. Springsteen was cool. U2 had an awesome show right after 9/11. They had all the names of the victims come down on this sheet. My top 10. I couldn't do it. Prince is by far number one, far and away. Blew that out of the water. Lady Gaga would probably be my second favorite. Michael Jackson was kind of a letdown because he's lip syncing, but that was one of the first major performances. As it, Bruce Springsteen was good. I did not like the Chili Peppers. Katy Perry was all right. The Katie on the Shark was kind of cool, yeah. And she's on that lion when she's first coming in and everything. That was really neat. The Coldplay one, Beyonce was amazing. Holy fuck. And I and when I was watching that one, I'm like, why wasn't Beyonce just why was Coldplay even there? Why wasn't just Beyonce the fucking halftime show? Bruno Mars was all right. I didn't care much for the Maroon 5 one. At the time I really liked Aerosmith, but that was when I was really starting to lose respect for them. It was Aerosmith and NSYNC, and I want to say Britney Spears was with them or some shit.